Thank you for joining in again today. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I've been off for a little while, so I couldn't create any more videos, but I have one today for you. So this is about financial planning, but our mental health about financial planning and how it affects it. So there are many aspects of this that I want you to understand, and hopefully you can change a little bit of it and guide yourself to the right path, really, about financial planning. So, the first thing that we've hit COVID, and there's been a lot of spending that's been happening on Amazon, on online stores everywhere. And this has really been a key thing, is because this spending is occurring just to satisfy our needs for just a minute. So you see these new pair of shoes that you're going to need, and well, really, do you need them or do you want them? And that's the whole point of it, is that you're going to order these, they're going to come in, you're going to go, wow, and that's going to last a whole minute. And then you're going to go back onto the website and try to order some more stuff. That does not help at all, and all you're doing is just spending and not even utilizing the products. So right now during COVID time, I know things are hard and things are getting stressful because we're all under lockdown. And hopefully, in the near future, they'll get a little bit better. We'll get the vaccine out there, and that'll help improve our mental health too as well. So I want to bring you up to a survey that was given out in 2018. So it was from March 30th to April 2nd, and there were about 1,100 Canadians that were surveyed on this. Now, there was a couple of things that they found out during this thing. About 41% of Canadians ranked money as their greatest stress in their life. Now, we have to uh, worry about that, because if it's causing stress, that means you're going to try to avoid it too as well. Now, the one thing about Canadians is that, they don't like asking for help. So 51% of the people that go through any sort of financial stress will not ask for help. And that's the worst thing that you can do, because you're going to dig yourself into a hole, and a deeper hole, as we go along, because you're going to lose control of your financial aspect of things. The other part of it is that, we want to live like the Joneses, and you're going to buy a Porsche, or you're going to buy a Lexus, or whatever the case may be, and buy a bigger house. But if your budget doesn't suffice that, then there's no way you can do it. And I've seen so many people, especially in the GTA area, is that, what, they're living like the Joneses. They drive around their Porsche, they drive around their Tesla, they got a big house. And then when I take a look at what they have nothing in savings. I don't know how they're going to save for their retirement. So please don't use that. Remember, everything is not about the external, and the external is all about this materialism that we look out there, what people drive, the kind of jobs they have, the kind of money they earn. Live within your means. That's the way to do it. And there you will beat the odds that way too as well. And don't worry about living like the Joneses, because trust me, it's not worth living like that, because you're going to cause yourself more and more stress by living yourself into a very, very tight budget. The last thing was that when they ask Canadians about when they're living like the Joneses, 23% of Canadians felt they have pressure like that from the external, that they need to keep up with the Joneses. And what's really interesting out of this stat is that from the age of 18 to 34, 52%, almost double that amount, feel like they need to live like the Joneses. They need to live like their neighbor. They need to live like the people that are living down Bradwood Path in Toronto, or here in the Glebe. So that's another thing. But we have to remember, when we're going through mental health issues, is that we don't focus on putting any money aside. We actually focus on spending money. So it's always best to go get some help in this regard. The other thing is that, and I always tell all my clients this, and I want to tell all you guys the same thing. Warren Buffett puts it very easily, and I've said this in other videos too as well, is that Warren Buffett says, when you get your income, a lot of Canadians, what they tend to do is they tend to spend it and then they save it. And that's reversed. You should not do that. When you get your income, you should have a savings part first. And then whatever is left over, then you can spend that part. That way, at least your retirement is all set. And anything that happens, like an emergency plan too as well, that's all set too as well. So hopefully this gives you some information. And I hope you like this video. And please, if you find this video useful, please share it among the Facebook users. Please share it among the YouTube users too as well. I really appreciate it. Now, there is a subscribe button on the bottom too as well. If you can subscribe, that'd be great, and hit the little bell on the side so you get the notifications when I bring a new one out. I really appreciate it. And remember that if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, please write it down in the comment section and I will do so. And take care of yourself and be safe during COVID time. See you later.